This is a video on how to be successful in Stat 213. Since the class is online, it's important that you are self-motivated and you're able to learn the content on your own. This particular course does not have a face-to-face class, so you should be checking MyStatLab on a daily basis and working toward the due dates. The summer semester runs from June 4th to July 27th. So you should start working in MyStatLab on June 4th and you will finish with the final exam on July 27th. What you get out of this class depends directly on the amount of work that you do in the class. So again, make sure that you're going to MyStatLab on a daily basis and working the homework. Okay, statistics is different than algebra, so initially there may be an adjustment to the content in this course, but if you work the homework on a daily basis and you're reaching your due dates and you're taking the exams and doing well, then you should be able to pass the course. Understand that for each section you should watch the lecture by Dr. Jarman. You should do the homework until you feel comfortable with your level of understanding. And if there's ever anything that's not clear, you should be asking questions of either me or posting questions in the discussion board. All the class materials for this course are contained in MyStatLab. I will not be posting anything in Blackboard. To gain access to MyStatLab, you need to either secure an access code from the ENMU bookstore or directly from Pearson when you register for the course. Okay. So when you're registering for the course, you need to enter the course ID, which is Brown 55354. Okay. When you register in MyStatLab, make sure that you use your ENMU email address, and whenever you are corresponding with either me or anyone else in the class during the semester, make sure you also use your ENMU email address. Buying the textbook from this course is optional. The textbook can be accessed as an ebook within MyStatLab. To be successful in this course, you should complete all the homework and the exams by the due dates that are posted in MyStatLab. At the beginning of each chapter, you should watch the PowerPoint slides to gain a general overview of the content in the chapter. Okay. For each section, you should watch the lecture by Dr. Jarman before doing the homework. The homework in MyStatLab can be repeated until you master the material. For each of the exams, and there are 3 exams in this course, you're allowed to take 2 times. You're given 2 attempts. Make sure that you do the first attempt a few days before the due date, and then the last attempt can be done by the due date. Okay. One good strategy for the second attempt is, after you've taken the first attempt, look at what you didn't do well in, go back and restudy that, and then take the second attempt. If you have any questions while working homework in MyStatLab, you can submit a question using a button that's in the homework section, or you can send me an email. Okay. If you like, you can also submit the question to the discussion board. As always, I will respond within 2 business days to your question. During the semester, you should submit at least 10 discussion threads in MyStatLab to the class. If you must drop the class, do so by June 29th so that you'll receive a grade of W in your transcript. If you don't, if you just go ahead and stop doing the work, then you will receive a grade of F in the course. Okay, the final exam in this course is proctored and must be taken on July 27th. If you live within 200 miles of Portales, you must take the exam at 10 a.m. at the ENMU Portales campus with Dr. Jarman. If you're going to do that, fill out the proctor form and email it to me. If you live further than 200 miles from Portales, you can take the exam with a proctor from a college testing center. Have the proctor fill out the form, scan the form, and send it as an email attachment to me and Judy Privet. If you can't do it by email, you are allowed to send the form to Judy Privet and myself using a fax. Okay. In both cases, you make sure that you fill out the proctor form and submit it to me before June 4th, before the beginning of the semester. If you ever have a question, please don't hesitate to contact me. Okay. I wish you the best of luck in this course, and have a great Stat 213 experience.